Welcome to Policy on Demand's Week in Review. I'm Rohit Kumar.
What would you tell clients are your takeaways from this week?
So my key takeaway from this week is with a new speaker installed in the House of Representatives, progress is starting to be made on dealing with the November 17th continuing resolution deadline and the need to fund the government past that deadline. And in conjunction with that, the tax writers are finally getting serious about actually having a negotiation over dealing with the TCJA provisions that have needed attention for several years now, with a sort of combined agreement on the child tax credit expansion.
Which question related to policy did you get asked the most, and how did you respond?
So the policy question I got asked the most was, is there going to be a year-end tax bill? And I got asked that question repeatedly all week, not just once a day, but several times a day. And the answer I gave was, look, it is good news that the tax writers are having actual conversations, trading offers and the like on what a tax package might look like. It is very much yet to be determined whether that agreement, A, gets struck, and B, gets struck in time to potentially ride along on a November 17th continuing resolution. There's still work yet to be done both in getting the agreement, and there is still definitely work to be done in terms of making sure that the new House Speaker views this as a priority to get done before the end of the calendar year.
Where should companies focus their attention in the coming week?
So the key thing to be focused on in the week ahead is, A, does an agreement get struck between the tax writers in terms of Tax Cuts and Jobs Act provisions and child tax credit and the like? And B, is there some sign that House Republican leadership is willing to consider this as a part of a November 17th continuing resolution? Not just House Republican leadership, but also Senate leadership, because of course this will be a bicameral exercise. That latter point is actually something that the business community can have a voice on by having members of the C-suite reach out directly to members of the House and the Senate to let them know the importance of addressing this issue before the end of the calendar year. Those conversations really matter, and that's something that the business community can actually in some way influence what is the eventual outcome of this conversation.